Are you having a hard time farming for candies and or finding it very draining to farm for candies in Royal High? Well, this is the video for you. Hey, I'm going to be showing you my 3 methods of farming for candies in the new Royal High update. The easiest way to farm candy that I found personally to work for me. So there's 3 levels to this. So we have the I want to spend as much time in the game type of grind. Then we have semi-lazy. Then we have the ultimate lazy. The ultimate lazy is my go-to farming method when it comes to farming for candies because there's just no way I can't possibly do it. I will get drained out of this game immediately. I'm not even gonna lie. So since we're already in Wicked Close, I am going to show you the first method of just I want to spend as much time in the game as possible. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is bobbing for apples. Now, I don't know how many times you do this before it basically says you have to wait amount of minutes until you can bob again or whatever, but you get a good 25 candies from doing this. So I suggest you do it even if you don't succeed the first time.
Oh, okay.
Well, even if you don't succeed the first time, you can still continue to bob for apples for a good while and you'll continuously get 25 candies. Okay, now that you've done your 10 plays, you have to wait every hour to do this. So after you've done your 10 apple, I think I've done 10, you want to go on to the trick-or-treating over here with the houses. So tip, if you have the fasting flight speed thingy or whatever, place it at a level that you can control pretty well. And what you want to do is ring 3 different doors at the same time so you maximize your time of collecting the candies quickly. And also tip, it's better to take your shoes off. Unlike me, take your shoes off. It makes the picking up the candy process a lot easier, so you're not just kicking the candy around or anything like that. So but for me and for this video, I'm not doing that. But yeah, if you don't have the fasting light speed or whatever, make sure that your runner is on and basically go to each individual house as fast as you can. You want to also watch out for that, but you also want to watch out for if there's a monster coming. So you kind of want to be watchful, because sometimes a monster will come and kill you, and basically you have to go back to the beginning and the candy will still be there. I don't know if it has I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't know when the candy respawns or despawns actually. So you want to grab it as quickly as you can. It's definitely possible without the flying speed. It just makes trick-or-treating a lot quicker if I do the fast speed, because while I ring the other door, the other candies has been thrown out and vice versa and stuff like that. So you do this 2 different times. So once you've completed your first round of houses going from all the way over here to all the way to the end over there, then you do it a second time, which gives you a good amount of candies. That's if you want to maximize your time of spending in the game. I'm not going to do it because that's too much work for me. I'm sorry. And then after you've done your 2 times of trick-or-treating at these houses, you want to go to the very, very end to the manor to basically go hunt for ghosts. Now, I'm not going to do too much, but first things first is you want to, of course, grab your gun. You want to come over here and grab your night vision goggles because they definitely help as well. And your headlamp, your ammo. And then, once you get to 100 here, you want to drop off your ghosts. So obviously I explained in the last video that there's different types of ghosts or different tiers of ghosts. So you have your large ghosts, you have your medium ghosts, and you have your small ghosts. So the big ghost obviously gives you way more than the small ones or the medium ones, and that's what you kind of want to hunt for. Also, to help you see throughout the manor, I would recommend you turning this to autumn evening. I thought that was a big one. Autumn evening helps you see the manor a lot better, and basically you just find a ghost, a big ghost. I mean, you can do a small one. Small ones are easier to kill, but the second you hit them, they start jogging away, and I'm just girl, what are we doing right now? But basically, you want to find the biggest ghost, and then a trick. Okay, here we go. So once you find the biggest ghost, start shooting it, basically getting it to low health, and you can, I don't think you can hit it through the wall, which is kind of unfortunate. But once you find your big ghost, you start hitting it, and oh my gosh, there's 2 of them right here. It's better to obviously play in a public server. It becomes a lot easier. Girl. But basically after you defeated it and it's basically captured or whatever, there was this trick of, I saw it on a YouTube video basically saying that you have to wait at least 5 seconds before you capture the ghost. and respawn or reset your character. So you basically get the full amount of candies for it, which was a cool hack. And you can just continuously do that until you're getting tired and bored. But that's just how you want to do and maximize your time in the game if that's what's suited for you. Now, obviously, once you've done with the ghost hunting thing, getting 100 and dropping off the ghosts here, you just basically want to redo the entire situation thing again with the apple bobbing and everything else. So the second semi-lazy method is in falling leaves, where you want to come over here and basically come and collect your 10 tickets. I'm not going to collect this candy bowl yet because that's my ultimate lazy guide, so I'm going to leave that there. And what you want to do is head over to the cooking bakery over here and basically just bake goods candy. And the maximum candy you can get is like 40. So this is like, so you have 40, 80, 120. So the maximum you can get is 40 candies from this thing. And basically you just do your regular cooking of baking soda and flaxseed, cinnamon, and all that fun jazz. And then what you can do is do that as well, and then you can start working on another recipe. And what I like to do is just do multiples at the same time. So while that's cooking, this is in the mixture, and then I redo this again, and then the cycle repeats. Put that in there, and then also do that. Now once you get down to basically 1 tick, after this, I'm gonna grab this first, and then after that you do what you need to do for it, and then simply, oh wait, that's pumpkin. What you want to do is come over here to this acorn counting game, which you can get 15 or more candies from doing that, and it only costs you 1 tick. So here I was able to count 11 acorns that fell, and you would get 15 candies for that. Sometimes you'll get more, sometimes you'll get 15, and that would use up my last tick. And by the time I'm finished with the acorn game, everything is basically done cooking. I forgot what this is. I think basically once I'm finished with the acorn game, everything is finished cooking, and I basically repeat the process all over again. It's a semi-lazy way, but it's more efficient. I feel like you just have to wait 2 more minutes, so you basically finish before the time. Another thing you can do is when you collect your picks again is go over to the card booth and just sit there and grind, because that's also another way to get a lot of candies without doing too much. So that's 2 ways to do or farming candies in falling leaves. And then obviously the activities, if there's like the pumpkin patch thingy or the apple finding thing, whatever, like all those activities you want to do as well, because that maximizes your candy that you can receive. And then the final method is the ultimate lazy method. So what you want to do is have a timer, a clock, phone, or whatever around, and basically collecting the candy bowls from the Falling Leaves Festival. And the second that you collect the candy bowls, you want to go ahead and set your timer for 1 hour. I'm going to go back to Campus 4 because there's also some candy bowls in there as well. So after you set your hour for the very first candy bowl you want to come over here. Now, if you're in a public server, there is also going to be people in the dorms that'll have candy sitting outside their dorms or something like that. So it's probably better to do this in a public server. But just something quick, go to your locker, and what you want to do is go ahead and collect the candy from your locker here. Now, these candy locker things cost you 10k candy just to acquire one of these. I feel like these are very efficient, but the thing is with these is that you have to be actively playing the game. So you have to be actively doing something. I don't know how many minutes it generates candy for you, but in total you're supposed to have 250 candies. That's how you know the bag is full. But if you're not actively in the game playing it, doing whatever, even if it's just sitting here talking about it, you need to be in the game for this to actually work. So I don't recommend getting this locker unless you're someone who plays the game a lot. But if you do play the game a lot, this method will really, really work for you. So you'll get 200 candies from just simply being in the game, playing and doing whatever. Even if you're just sitting in AFK world, you just need to be in the game. You collect your 250 candies, and then you want to go to the office, which also has a candy bowl in there as well. Go ahead and collect the candy bowl. There's also a new candy bowl location with this new update in the rainy day classroom, which that's always been a thing. So also go there and collect the candy bowl as well. I'm just not going to do it because I don't feel like looking for it. I don't know where it's at right now. But Basically, you do that, then you want to go ahead and go to your dorm. And like I said, if other people are in a server with you, sometimes there'll be candy bowls or tombstones sitting outside their dorms. And then what you also want to do is go to your dorm where you have your own candy bowl and your tombstone. So you're supposed to get 20 increments every 5 times you shake this. So you're supposed to shake this 5 times and it's supposed to give you 20 each time you shake it, basically. Even if you see the hand shaking, don't let that discourage you, because sometimes it'll still end up giving it to you. You just gotta be a little persistent. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 5, or that's 4, and that's 5. Okay, so after the 5th shake of candy that you get, then there's literally nothing else in there. And then for me personally, I would go ahead and travel and go to the Falling Leaves Festival, but I've already collected the candy bowls there. And for me, that is the ultimate lazy guide to just getting candies, and you get a good amount of candies. Like, I was able to farm for the steampunk boots twice and the bodice and get this purse as well. Like, I feel like that method, if you don't want to actively be playing the game like me, that is the most sufficient way to get candies without burnout and overworking yourself for candy. And I just do that every single hour. After I've collected the first candy bowl, I set an hour and then come back onto the game on my phone and basically redo that whole entire process again. Just very, very simple, very, very lazy, and very, very straight to the point. But I also want to say, I don't want to stress this enough, but it's better to be in a private server, even if you don't feel like it. Like, I do feel like it's worthwhile, especially farming for candies and stuff like that, because going to other people's dorms and collecting their candy bowls and tombstones will definitely help with the farming process. I know I do it because I'm already there, might as well. But yeah, if this guide helped you, let me know down below if you decide to use this. I feel like everybody has their own farming method, and I just feel like this one personally works for me. I don't feel drained or overworked by doing it this way. So let me know down below if it helped you out and any farming methods you recommend for any of us to try or anything like that. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.